स्पर्धा परीक्षेच्या तयारीसाठी महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्तम ऑनलाईन प्लॅटफॉर्म ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमी पुणे. महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्कृष्ट शिक्षकांचे व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्स, PDF स्वरूपात नोट्स व प्रश्नपत्रिका उपलब्ध, तेही अगदी माफक फीसमध्ये. बॅच जॉईन करण्यासाठी आजच गुगल प्ले स्टोअरवरून ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमीचे ॲप डाउनलोड करा. अधिक माहितीसाठी संपर्क करा 95 11 28 04 65.
Hello friends, welcome you all to daily answer writing challenge of 20th of January 2021. Today we are going to discuss some important questions. First question, India is witnessing the classic K-shaped recovery with the formal sector doing well while informal one lagging behind. Examining the concept of K-shaped recovery throw light on stimulus needed for uniform growth. Now it is a very simple question. Here you have to discuss the concept of K-shaped recovery first thing, but only discussing K-shaped recovery is not sufficient. You have to discuss this K-shaped recovery from the perspective of India. Now you should have a basic understanding of the economy of India, of the situation of India, of the pandemic in India, and also you should know what is the concept of K-shaped recovery. And then the second part is what is stimulus needed and why it is needed, which stimulus, then where this stimulus should be provided and why this stimulus should be provided. These three parts you have to discuss to get uniform growth. So this is a simple question. Now let's go for the answer. See, what is meaning of K-shaped recovery? So after recession or after any low down, when various sectors of the economy recover at different rates, it is called as K-shaped recovery. It means it is like this. This is simple. Then you go like this. Then it is like this, like here. So here it is low down, and after this low down, this particular formal sector is growing at a very high speed, whereas informal sector is growing at a very low speed. So this shows the two arms of K. That's why it is said when path of different parts of the economy, when charted together, may diverge, resembling the two arms of K. That's why it is called as a K-shaped recovery. So this is a first part of the question. Now second part, which is locus, what it says, examine the concept of K-shaped recovery, and then you have to throw a light on the stimulus needed for uniform growth. It means you have to focus where the stimulus needed, and also you have to focus on formal sector as well as informal sector from the perspective of stimulus needed. Now here listen very carefully. Here basically already formal sector is growing at a very fast pace. So we have to just take certain policy decisions, structural decision, financial decision to maintain the moment gained by this formal sector. We have to take care that the growth of formal sector is not dragged down by informal sector. We have to take care about this particular fast developing sector. Then what about slow growing sector? So here in this case of India, basically remember informal sector, that is all informal sector, small businesses, all they are growing at a very slower pace. So here remember, these informal sectors are very, very important as they are labor intensive. They are related with weaker section. They are related with distressed migration, regional disparities, policy support, and women who are at the worst condition. That's why an immediate action must be taken to take the growth of these slow growing sector at par or at least equal with the fast growing sector, so that these two sectors will grow together, which will help us in development of this sector. So remember, this is K-shaped recovery, and while explaining you have to explain whose momentum should be maintained and who should be given extra space so that these two sectors will grow at equal speed must be discussed over here. So this was the first question. Then question number 2, Indian tourism hasn't marked the precious asset embedded in our heritage to full potential. Discuss the opportunities in the tourism sector and the steps required for the revival in post-pandemic era. So here remember, what is the locus? Basically here locus is tourism, right? But here while writing about tourism, you have to take care that you should focus more and more towards the tourism related with heritage. Why? Because here they are saying that we have not focused more on tourism which is embedded in our heritage, monuments and heritage. So while explaining or while discussing about tourism, you have to focus about the tourism part of the heritage, monument and our culture. Then what is focus? Focus is about tourism and heritage. What are opportunities in heritage tourism? What are steps in heritage tourism? And while explaining the points about opportunities and steps that must be taken for revival of tourism, and while explaining again tourism regarding the focus, you have to time and again take your answer towards the heritage, monuments and culture. Now, why it is important? Because basically, though it has not asked explicitly about the tourism sector in heritage, still you have to focus more and more on the heritage sector's tourism. You have to focus more and more on heritage, culture and all other monuments aspect of our tourism sector. So this is first aspect. It is second question. Always remember, your reading of question is very, very critical for scoring very good marks. Only reading question will not give you very good score. So this is part. Now, question number 3. India-Nepal relations are in a new transition. It means they are undergoing a change. It's an opportunity for deeper engagement, forgetting the frustration of past, analyze critically. So here, what is the locus? Indo-Nepal relations in recent times or Indo-Nepal relations in transition is the locus. What common mistake we commit? We write about the history of Indo-Nepal relation. We write about where Nepal is located. Nepal is a Himalayan state located on northern side of India and it has a Maoist government where India helped. No need to write history. They did not ask you even a single word about history, geography, polity or economy of Nepal. What they said? They started with India-Nepal relations are in a new transition. So here first 25 to 30 words must be devoted to explain the current new transition of Indo-Nepal relation, which is locus. Then what is focus? Here you have to discuss what are the new transition that are going on between India and Nepal relation. First, why these changes are going on and how these changes can be used with innovative measures, with new initiative to increase, enhance and deepen the engagement with Nepal must be discussed. So this is the part where your actual, what we can say, skill of writing answer will come forward. That's why remember, for writing these kinds of answer, you need to have your own creativity. You need to have your own thinking pattern where you can score very good marks. I repeat once again. The focus is very, very important where you have to write how this particular new changes can be used in a very positive manner to deepen, to strengthen, to enhance India's deeper engagement with Nepal, which will be helpful for India's geostrategic development and to increase India's weightage and to increase or to enhance India's stature and status in the South Asia is important. So this is the case. Always remember, only writing common answers will not give you mark. You have to focus more and more on newer thinking, innovative thinking in your answer. Then next, fourth question, same kind of question was being asked in UPSC last time. So I just gave you this question so that you should not take or you should not go for any kind of radical answers. So read the question once again. Take your own chance. Think about the questions in a very neat manner. The name of the question is the secular inclusive character of the country is under threat. Comment. So do not take negative stand, always take a positive stand. Few one or two incidences will not affect in any way the secular inclusive character of country, which is still standing one of the largest functional democracy in the world, one of the proudest democracy in the world, having more inclusive character than any other country in the world. That's why always take a positive stand when these kinds of questions comes in the examination. That's all from my side. Thank you very much. We'll meet soon with new and new questions and keep writing the answers. It is very, very essential for your clearing UPSC. See, there won't be any chamatkar or there won't be any magic that you will start writing answers at the end of your preparation. See, writing answer and building your vocabulary and language is a continuous process where you have to work continuously on these aspects, which will help you to score more and more marks. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.
स्पर्धा परीक्षेच्या तयारीसाठी महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्तम ऑनलाईन प्लॅटफॉर्म ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमी पुणे. महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्कृष्ट शिक्षकांचे व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्स, PDF स्वरूपात नोट्स व प्रश्नपत्रिका उपलब्ध, तेही अगदी माफक फीसमध्ये. बॅच जॉईन करण्यासाठी आजच गुगल प्ले स्टोअरवरून ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमीचे ॲप डाउनलोड करा. अधिक माहितीसाठी संपर्क करा 95 11 28 04 65.